Hello everybody and welcome to another episode. I'm your host, the RPG West Gamer, and I think it was yesterday, anyway, not long ago, we got another Deltarune newsletter for the 9th anniversary of Undertale. So we're going to go through it together. So let's get into it, guys. Okay, happy 9th anniversary to Undertale. Well, it's tutorial. And I believe, yep, there are 9 candles on that cake. Makes sense. All the lines. Remind you of someone, Chara maybe? That means it's been 9 years since the 8th anniversary and 99 years since the game came out. Used to another, however many, 9 years. Just sounds about right. I've been waiting a long time. Been 3 years since the last chapter. Okay, let's continue on. Interview. Sans. What do you think about number 9? And look at these two. And they're making a 9 by holding each other. That's cute. Let's read the interview. 9's okay, but I kind of feel bad for how it ended up. 7, 8. 7, 8, 9. Yeah, at least that's what the theorists say. The theorists. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe that 7, 8, 9. 7 is supposed to be the cool number. They would never do that. It's just a pun, Papyrus. 7, 8, 9, like the real number series. Ah, I see. A pun. That explains my bizarre lack of amusement. Well, what about the counter pun, 5, 6, 7? Is 7 some kind of cool dog or wolf? And 5, 6, 7 on 9, wouldn't that mean that 5 is the real culprit? An irresponsible dog owner. And that 7 was just another misled anti-hero? If 7 loved 5, maybe they were just doing what they felt like they had to. No, 7 was weak. Duty is no reason to harm another. Numbers are stupid. I'll wreck 'em all. Get out of here, math. I like numbers. Don't worry, Alphas. I'll leave 0 and 1. That way you can still do nerd stuff. So 1, 1, 1, 1000, 1001. Then we have a heap of zeros and ones, binary, but look at it. Let's step back a sec. If 7 is a misled anti-hero, is -7 a villain who thinks he's good? No, you're starting with the wrong premise. We need to go from the motivation count. So, -9, -8, -7. This time, -9, -8, -7. So they spit them out. Well, if eating makes food go away, perhaps negative eating is cooking? Oh, that's a good way to... Cute. After all, making food and eating food add up to nothing. Not in my brother's case. Eating any food seems to generate hamburger wrappers and peanut shells. Okay. So for it to be the opposite of eating, negative eating is cooking. That also deletes trash. Maybe the trash is the thing getting cooked. They'd use it up. Cooking disgusting garbage. It's just like when my brother makes food. So following this formula, -7, is Papyrus who had Sans -9 cooked for him? What, I'm the villain? Maybe you seem like an enemy, but you're actually a good guy. Why would I ever be an enemy? This was a very weird potluck. By the way, does anyone else want a knife serving of escargot shaped in the shape of a 9? Does anyone want a first serving of vegetarian stargazy pie? Please, don't eat the spaghetti. It's still congealing. Seems normal to me. Kind of went over my head, but it's funny as always, the band between this lot. Okay, let's continue on. 9th anniversary kitchen set. It has nothing to do with number 9, but this year Fangamer is putting out a special line of kitchen-related products. They made a special video to promote it. Let's have a look at the video. Oreo. Puppet or what? That sounds comforting. You have an apron. You don't bake enough. Well, that'd be really cool. Spaghetti, of course it's good. Papyrus plate. Nice. Oh, tutorial with a pie. Very nice. Or the cup. My favourite, that Sam's cup. Okay. You can use it every day. Item explanation. Undertale kitchen collection. Oh, it's an oven mitt. God, that's cute. I asked for this. You can get your own weird yet cute Toriel to use as an oven mitt. She's a bit flat, but apparently stuffing her snout with more fluff would have increased her foamability. Feel free to use her as a puppet. Actually, that might be her best use. Seriously, we looked at another company's character head as oven mitt product, and it actually isn't legally an oven mitt, because it's too flammable. Well, look at this cup. It's got the annoying dog at the bottom. That's right. Fill the mug with milk or another opaque liquid, drink it, and reveal the dog sitting inside. This was another request from me. I had a similar cup as a child. It had some sort of creature at the bottom, and everything, and you wouldn't get to see it until you drank almost everything. Try serving hot chocolate or something to people that have never seen it before, or use the hidden dog as a motivator to get someone to drink terrible medicine. Since it's not clear if the dog has any concept of good or evil, it's unaware of the effects caused when it is used in this way. Alternatively, you can fill it with one of those chocolate cakes that's supposed to look like dirt and excavate the dog with small spoons. Then you can bury it again. So, silken spaghetti, finely aged in an oaten cook. Can't quite make that out. Then cooked by me, Master Chef Papyrus. With this plate, you can imagine you're a customer at the exclusive Papyrus Collaboration Cafe. I'm not sure if the food would actually taste good. God, I love this cup. Certain parts are transparent, so different liquids turn his eye different colours. As a result, if you make anything other than blue lemonade, he's basically going to turn into an AU version of Sans. Please be responsible. Be responsible. It's the perfect dish to make your favourite dessert. Rita, you know I'm talking about butterscotch pie. It would be so delicious. Won't you make some for us? What a cute apron. It's easy to see what's appealing about it. Huh? What did you say, Rita? Yeah, it looks like a Triforce. Guess I should have expected that from a low-tiered subscriber. Yeah, it does look like Triforce, doesn't it? Like I had to bleep that out. Copyright, maybe? I think it's just him being funny. And coming later, send some Papyrus salt and pepper shakers. They will be available in 2025. This idea was suggested by Everdread. S&P, naming-wise, is kind of perfect. Anyway, you might already have salt and pepper shakers, so how about using them for other types of powders? For example, the ketchup chip flavouring powder from some Canadian factory, or powdered milk, or bone meal. The list of great ideas goes on. Now we get to the juicy part. Deltarune progress update. Last time I explained everything left required to release chapter 3 and 4. If you missed it, the information is here. I'm guessing that takes us back to the previous newsletter. By the way, regarding testing chapter 1 and 2 with the new main game maker function, We are waiting on the Game Maker team to help out with some issues we've been having. It will take a little longer, but when things are ready, we'll let everyone know on the official Undertale Twitter. It's been only a month. I'm writing this September 3rd, but let's quickly review what has been done in that time. Chapter 3. Ooh, look at this screenshot. It's hard to tell where that is. Whatever those things are, they kind of look like the amalgamate in the tree lab, the one that's behind the shower curtain. Or if you really look, they kind of remind me of what's that thing? Like the fibres on a carpet when you really zoom in close, like really, really close to it. It's also giving me vibes of like when you first start off chapter 1, you got that area with those weird eye things. But who knows what that is, but it's interesting. Okay. As mentioned before, Chapter 3's main content was completed a while ago. Chapter 3's Japanese translation is currently in the checking phase. 8-4 Localization Company is going through the game carefully to determine that all of the lines display correctly in Japanese. This process should be completed by the beginning of October. We are hoping to begin professional testing of the PC version in mid-October. Interesting. So if they're up to translating, that makes me think that the game's nearly done. I mean, I've got no idea how long it takes to do translation. And in a game like Undertale, there's going to be a lot of text. But if it only takes, say, a couple of months, maybe, just maybe, Deltarune's coming soon. God, I hope so. It's been 3 years already since Chapter 2. Chapter 4. Interesting. We've got a screenshot of Noelle in a black outfit, shining a torchlight in her face, and there appears to be a candy cane and a present in the background, a heap of bows. If I had to guess, I would say this might be at her place because we know how obsessed the Holiday family is with holidays and Christmas and things like that. It also fits into the sort of spooky pasta thing that's going on in the world too. But yeah, this might be in a storage closet somewhere or at a house. I'm guessing a house, but I honestly don't know. But I like it. I love seeing anything to do with future chapters. Just any little bit, I'll take it whenever we can get. Okay, let's have a read. We met our internal deadline to complete chapters 3 and 4's main content, which was September 1st. With that, chapter 4's PC version is essentially complete, minus some bug fixes and the Japanese localization. A preliminary pass of Chapter 4's translation is now being worked on. I expect this first pass will be finished at the time when we send out the next newsletter. After that would come additional phases and then checking like Chapter 3 is undergoing now. By the way, some more people were able to play Chapter 4. I've seen people play it 6 times now. Everyone likes it. Watching it now, it feels really complete. Interesting. So it's up to the translation of Chapter 3. And they met the internal deadline for Chapter 4. And it's been played by 6 people, all of whom liked it. I'm not surprised. So this is making me think that the game is not so far away. Really don't know. I suppose it'll be out when it's out, but I'm wondering if we'll get it this year. Probably not. I don't know. My instincts would tell me that we're probably not going to get it this year. We're probably going to get it next year. Seems a bit too soon, a bit too good to be true. But here's hoping. I mean, if it came around Halloween time, that'd be perfect, but I don't think that's going to be enough time. Interesting, though. Okay, Chapter 5. What we have is a little balloon. Well, I think this one's pretty obvious. If I had to guess, I would say that this is to do with the festival. Because when do you see balloons? At fairs and festivals and birthdays? That's about the only time you really see them. So maybe Chapter 5 is going to be set at the time of the festival. Interesting. Okay. Anyone not working on localization, console porting, or fixes is now working on Chapter 5. This will be the main focus for moving forward. I'm really excited to see this chapter get made. No, I feel like we're nearly done with chapters 3 and 4. So if that's the case, I guess 5 would be the next logical choice to move on to, wouldn't it? Overall, regarding chapters 3 and 4's development, I personally completed everything I can actively do for it. Now all I can do is wait for localization and testing. Getting to this point and then having to wait, it feels like I'm being strapped to a chair of delicious food just out of my reach. I love it. But they exist. Chapter 3 and 4 are real. Now it's just a matter of time. Cool. Look at this little animation. Little cup guy climbing. Look at the lighting on it. That's so cute. Wonder when we'll see this little guy pop up. Okay. Deltarune Chapter 2, Concept Art and Unused Music. Although it's technically Undertale's anniversary, I consider this day to be a celebration of Deltarune as well. Sorry you guys have to share a birthday party this year. Since it's been a while since Chapter 2's release, please allow me to share some materials from its development. I hope you enjoy it. Unseen Chapter 2 Concept Art. Okay, let's have a look at concept art. Very early concepts. Mouse cat. Most NPCs will be mask face, electric socket, comes out of the wall. Kind of brainish. Look at him bleeding. It's kind of gnarly. Fire zap out of mouth. Advanced. Pulls self out of socket grotesquely. One is handsome, possibly NPC, or has spear. Interesting. Well, this guy, where it says pulls self out of socket grotesquely, that's the, what's his name? The werewolf, by the look of it. Light switch bird. Glows depending if light is on or off. Fantasy. Appears from background. Boring design. Could maybe be an NPC, but we didn't get him. Plug guy. This design sucks. What kind of animal or monster could be plug themed? Pluggercore. Like Manticore, but plug. His face is a shock. I like that pun. Pluggercore instead of Manticore. That's cute. He can't see blank. Probably can't see shit. He just uses his satellite eyes to watch TV inside his brain all the time. That's funny. This is TV head, eh? This is one of the first images I drew while brainstorming concepts for the chapter. From the beginning, I knew I wanted to have enemies with electric sockets for faces. This idea is so good that the new Mario and Luigi game is also doing it. These are just sketches and not real designs, so none of them got used. I really like the plug guy drawing. LOL. But yeah, he's right, it is a good idea because Mario and Luigi Brothership comes out soon, in November, I believe. I'm looking forward to that, and they're going for the plug idea too. I think they're actually going to overdo it, but I'm looking forward to it nonetheless. It's been so long since we had another Mario and Luigi game. Okay, what do we got here? Mad Mailer. Teeth center line rotates a bit. Salvary virus. No, salary virus. We've got a little mouse in the shape of the PC mouse. That's cute. These ideas precede Virarurukun, Spampton, and Mouse. Ultimately, they'll not use because their existence conflicted with those characters. Seems like Mad Mailer's tie would have been prehensile. Not sure what the top swing's supposed to be. A Kirby enemy? Fan, Buzzmite. Iridescent. Loves peace and quiet, but is really noisy. Calling things flying. Attacks the large four-pronged wheel. Small four-pronged wheel. Repels flame attacks. Alt having hands, LOL. This part's interesting where it says repel flame attacks because I've seen some theories where people have suggested that there's going to be elements in this game. You'll have like enemies that are strong against various elements and weak against others. Because we know that some equipment does have elements, but in terms of an elemental system, it hasn't really been implemented yet. This is chapter 2 concept art, so that kind of proves right here that Toby Fox has been playing around with the idea of elements for quite some time. It's be interesting to see when we finally get them implemented. Maybe chapter 3 and 4, he's hoping. You wouldn't want to get it much later than that, you'd think. Oh, it's a rules card. A flying enemy inspired by a computer fan. Kind of cramped, but pick what you like. This was created before chapter 1. The character is merely a placeholder concept, not intended to be an actual character. It's just an example of how we could use the shot visual real estate to have a cool character. This ended up being used for rules in chapter 1. And we've got rules again. Now, I had to guess, let's say that robot's part of the Sweet Captain Cakes group. Maybe the shopkeeper could be some sort of cool cyber robot. I never designed his body or thought anything past this. Queen, oh my god, look at those fangs. Oh, I kind of like it. It's interesting, all the faces we have for her. She went through quite the transformation. Looks like he was playing around with a more creepier version of her to begin with. Now we've got her with earrings. Blank, I just designed the H blank punch mascot. How do I blank those bits out? Guess we shall never know. These are pretty cool, these ones here. I like the head on them. Then we've got some different colours. It took me a very long time to figure out Queen's design. I wanted her to be intimidating and cool. Inspirations included Hexadecimal from Reboot, the Alien Queen from Alien, Power Rangers, Bad Guys, and Rosemaster from the Cucumber Quest. I played Cucumber Quest. I wanted her head shape to be unique so that it wouldn't overlap with those other existing characters too much, but it was difficult. More Queen concept art. As you will see, for various people, I'm the best. Oh, that would be terrible. Anything but that referring to which I actually like. I have become total cyber, 1000% cyber. Do not mess with women that have rainbow eyes. Gets rainbow eyes. Error, damn not found. Cannot give it. I like that one. There was a pathfinding error involving the part that makes me care. Damn, this situation bites. You could say it megabytes. I didn't ask you. Small Rousey. It's funny. If any employees from the ratings board are present, please calm yourselves. This beverage is not alcohol. It is merely concentrated electricity. What does it taste like? It makes you. I'm afraid we have reached another juncture where we may be forced to admit that I am the best. A great person once said, only a fool dies in vain. A wise man becomes a smart servant. Who said that? Me. We forgot the first rule of robotics. Robots never tell the truth. You will be completely annihilated. Run woohoo x.exe. Woohoo. I'm guessing .exe music plays. Thirdly, there's one way to beat Queen. She told me her weakness. Susie. Huh, why'd she do that? Thirdly, she thought it'd be funny. My fashion says in proportion to my power. I'm everybody's ex-wife. That's a good one, that line. After I began writing her dialogue, she shifted into being more a humorous character. I decided to reflect this in her design. Realising simple might be best. More concept art, now she's sort of getting the shapes that we remember. The final game. This one at the bottom with the lightning and the earrings looks pretty cool. It's interesting to see the evolution of the characters. I love getting like this concept art from games. I find it fascinating. Initially, I was trying to draw a sprite with their head facing straight on, but it was ultimately lacking in personality. Here are also some last-ditch attempts at a different head shape. I thought a handkerchief-like head shape with giant hoop earrings would make her seem more like crazy aunt, crazy mum type character. I still don't dislike it. In the end, though, simple is best and easiest to draw. Yeah, I love the way Queen turned out. Enemies. Nothing fits computer virus better than a small imp or devil creature. Creation was trial and error. That's very American. What's that? Electro Dasher. Oh, these are the cars. Interesting. So these were originally going to be enemies. That's pretty cool. Can run at you, obviously. Fires either light beams from its headlights, so you have to stay within, or it makes a camera clicking noise and fires away with bullets. The bullets could be hoops, and you can go in the middle of like personality. He loved to go fast. His eyes are secretly a camera. You could pose for the camera or slow him down or outrace him. That's cool. Originally, the cars would have been fightable. I still like the poses. By the way, the calf legs is inspired by a default 3D model from Mario artist Polygon Studio. Interesting. Task. Eyes go back and forth like a cat clock. Defeated by petting it, praising it, and overloading its senses, Task became overloaded. Task stopped responding. Task. Task manager. Commands the tasks. Can command them to do various things like stand on their hind legs and beg, tackle, roar. When they change poses, they do a cute head wobble. With their head is pinned on and can rotate in place. Interesting. Overload. Tail turns into hourglass. I don't know what task looks like, but the task manager, but you should put them in a Siegfried and Roy outfit and possibly some kind of mask. Originally, Task was going to be called Task and be a lion. You know, Tusk. Oh, Tusk. I see. It would have been controlled by a lion tamer. Task, who eventually became Task Manager. That's why she has a whip. See, there's a good reason for it. That's cool. Well, you know, eh? I like the detail of the tails being a pointer which turns into an hourglass when they get overwhelmed. The idea of petting something so much it gets overstimulated comes from a childhood memory of mine. We went over to my cousin's house and they had an AB robot dog toy. Me and my brothers all petted at the same time, and my cousin was like, "Stop, you're killing it." That was a nice memory. Yeah, we've got the wear wires and that little plug guy. Enters on the face and then they grow. Alt, it comes from the ceiling and stays stuck there. Energy flowing. Okay, we've got some more artwork here. So we'll go back to where we were. I'll see if we can get the picture bigger. I'm not going to read this out because it's too small for my eyes, but we've got some artwork of the little plug guy and the wear wires. And some info about their attack patterns. Yeah, I'm afraid that's too small for you to read, but I'm sure you guys can find it if you want to check it out yourself. Links will be in the video bio. Okay, next we have NPCs, existing character sprite concepts. Keyboard Kev. Now you've seen my cousin. Addison, another day, another deal. Every day's a great deal, all for the low, low price of 1,000 kroner, dollars. Newbert, I'm Newbert. Everyone loves me. That's why I live in the trash. Newbert's so cute, especially when he gets his little wig later. Printer. Swatch. Queen's personal butler. Various muscular bodies in the BG, but can't see heads for some reason. Maybe they're just big buff swatches with only one colour each. Welcome, young masters. How may we serve you? Swatchling, Buttlord. You should have kept Buttlord. only has one attack. Colour determines the attack. Maybe sparing also has to do with colour. We definitely kept that in because we have the swatches or swatchlings. And yeah, they do change their colour depending on their attack. Aristocrat area. Units moving up in the world. Terriers knew it was a little weak. God, that's cute. Yes, yes, I do think that suits you. Yes, yes, exactly, my queen. Send error report, send error report. What shall we do? A table full of these yes men, guys. Couldn't agree more. Yes, yes, exactly what the queen is thinking. Perfect. Send error report, send error report. I am Mouse a Million. I spend leagues and inches above all other mice. Only Newman remains above me still. Various NPCs. Most of them were directly included in the chapter. The Addisons were created in relation to Spampton, so in the end, the in-game versions look even more similar than this concept art. Printer was not used, but his sprite and dialogue were created, as well as a printer-based song that he could play. I just thought, there's too many NPCs already. Let's play this. Well, it's kind of just weird printer noise, but it's kind of cute. Swatch's initial art. What was going on there? By the way, I'm pretty sure his overall sprite was based off my concept art instead of Gigi's redrawn version. So that's why it looked a bit off in the cafe. Did I really just draw all this stuff directly without any sketches? Nice to go Birdly. Needed poses. Pose. Smugly explaining how great he is. I love that sprite. That drawing. Smug pose. Makes the green laser hybrid. Later gets dejected and loses armor. Oh, poor Birdly. Gets defeated like something, I guess. Jess drew the original concept of Birdley's Dark World outfit, so there it is in the top left. She drew the original sprite too. I simplified it by slightly removing the cape. That said, Birdley in the left is so good. It is. Excuse me. Okay, we've got Mad Birdley. Sad, mad, possibly with head down more. Shocked. Look at the drawing. No. I love that one. Oh, good. And there's the fun gang. So cute. We have some more Birdley. God, there's that part where Noelle finds out Birdley likes Susie. Oh, that was classic. And what have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I see. This is when the fun gang land in the dark world and they change into their dark world outfits. What's it say at the bottom? Cool land on the ground. Hard for me to draw, but remember the cape and hair will still be up, and all that happens is that their cape and hair will flutter down and settle. Then they get up. And now we've got the dogs from the prison. Not the prison, what am I saying prison? The police station. Just added all of the dog sprites that they look like they're in jail like this. They ran out of prison hats and have to wear berets. It seems he thought crime was just a game. Remorseless. Chances of rehabilitation are slim. Even greater dogs here. Doggo wears sunglasses and his tank top has depression. Why does it have depression? And there's the book. Officer book. Need 4 turn around and lie down pose. Look at Corio. Was she sleepwalking? That's so cute. And there we've got the Spampton shaped. What is that thing? Roller coaster. That's it. Ignore. Fits with palette of area. Glow. Splat noise as it gets stepped on. Reference to various poses, but that definitely made it in the game. And thank God I did. That was very funny. Splendid lands art. My friend Samantha, aka Splendid Art, did a ton of concept art for Chapter 2. Sadly, I couldn't use all of it because many of the concepts didn't end up aligning with my final version of the game. but the designs themselves are super amazing. I'm thankful I got to use any of them. Specifically, I really wanted to use the paint enemy as a mini-boss since I thought it'd be a really fun mechanic. Below were her notes on all of them. She also provided ideas on how she thought they could be used. With the hacker guy and that save disc thing that I can't actually save again. Despite my appearance, I'm totally incapable of saving a game. Excuse me, I hate coughing on camera, it's not coming up. I'm going to pop up guy. Snooping as usual, spotted, battle pose. Chasing after criminals, you, spareable. Let's see, ambulance. Waiting. I'll get to see you soon. Welcome, I live here. Tell me the funny numbers on your mum's credit card to get a prize. That's funny. Look at me. I'm jumping out. I was given the broad theme of Cyberworld and told pretty much to design whatever I wanted, expecting only a handful of actually make it in. I made all these in a couple of days, just making whatever came to my mind. There's the hacker guy. Hacker guy. I don't know what the name is. Even Toby doesn't know the name. That's funny. Wants to discover the secrets of the world and has special abilities, so they aren't aware of them. Hacks by randomly smashing keys and even swinging their mouse around in the air. Could keep escalating in silly ways. Handsome face. 02. 03. When they stand over a spot that can be hacked into, their cursor-shaped head turns into a pointing finger. They don't notice this change, so it's up to you, the player, to help them. Well, what have we got here? So we've got the hacker, some weird Tamagotchi with legs, like chicken legs. 6, I have no idea what that is. Trash can, a fly or something, and a weird kissy thing. Let's read what it says. 04. 05. Funny egg. Their body contains a virtual pet. Can the fate of this pet be altered? Maybe not. Has an existential crisis if the pet dies, as their body is a battleground of life and death. 6. Broken image. Oh, excuse me again. Sorry, guys. Broken image. Their life is in ruins. 07. Recycle bin. That's what that thing is. Interesting. 08. Trash fly. Represents uncollected garbage data. 09. Kiss. That thing's creepy. 10. Painter. Would basically be like Adeline, but with crude MS Paint effects, especially the airbrush. That's pretty cool. We've got the save thing. Diskette. Spins in place until talked to. Despite my looks, I am totally unable to save your progress. That thing is cool. This thing's cool in a creepy kind of way. What the hell is it? 12. Some kind of internet thing, I don't know. 13. Data. Little icon-like creatures who march onward with unknown purpose. They take part in the festival. Interesting. 4. Pop-up. Pop-up. Hides underneath a tile and springs upwards annoyingly. Touching its forehead makes it return underground temporarily. Pest. 15. Virus. Its head sways back and forth as it tries to hover in the air. I think it's creepy, but I like it. What have we got here? Got the ambulance, whatever this thing is. That's kind of cool, but getting creepy. 16. Antivirus. Is it a cop or a doctor? Maybe they see you as an enemy, as you're an outsider. 17. Corrupted data or something. It's meant to be corrupted data. Interesting. 10. Cyberworld. A rough vision of what a world inside a computer could look like. This is pretty cool. I love getting to see stuff like this. 19. Cyberhouse. These things are cool. 20. Masked dancers. They participate in the festival. Each colour has a different movement pattern and dance style. Very rough concept. Chess. Ooh, look at this. We've got Noel and Birdley. Oh, my accent's bad today. Excuse me. Birdley looks pretty cool. I love the armour that he gave him. Concept art of Birdley's armour designs in the Dark World by Chess. That Noel is really cute also. Sure is. Headset, 2 pockets. Chess also drew Birdley's original Dark World sprite and provided an option for his Dark World outfit to be just him with an extra shirt pocket. That's what that is. I wondered what that was. It's literally just a shirt pocket. Well, the more you know, I guess. Tammy. Oh, look at this one of Queen. Love the way her glass is spinning around. God, she looks cool. And we have another one. This is cool. God, I love these. The chair is really cool. Tammy's concept art of Queen's chair. You can see her weird old head in here as well. I see the first one. We'll go back. Has her old head. I didn't even twig on that. Interesting. Yeah, that's a good chunk of the most interesting concept art. Perhaps in the future I can show you the messy leftovers that aren't included here. Thanks for looking. This is all the concept art. Let's go here on Unused Music. Sorry guys, excuse me. I've got a damn frog living in my throat today. Okay, creating music first can be a useful way to figure out the identity and tone of a boss or scene. However, ideas and characters change, and those initial ideas don't always end up working out. See some rejected tracks from the second chapter. Power of Nero unfinished. I don't think I'll play all. This will go about a minute for each. Don't want to get a copyright strike on this. Okay, that was pretty cool. After creating Undertale, my first goal for Deltarune was for players to finally be able to challenge a real version of Metatom there that didn't just end in one turn. For that purpose, I actually created a few music mock-ups for an extended version of Power of Neo. There's even one from 2016, LOL. Unfortunately, try on my, I could never create a full-length version of the song I was satisfied with. Eventually, the boss concept evolved into spammed it, and with that, the music changed as well. I still like the last half of the song. The guitar section was inspired by Brandish's song Ending too, all of it is pretty placeholder though. Still pretty fun to imagine fighting something to this. Though, if I was given an opportunity to extend Power of Neo, I would probably do something different. Okay. Power of Spampton older. Power of Spampton. Okay, again, we'll play about a minute of each. This is Power of Spampton older. Very cool. Okay, Power of Spamton. Let's have a listen. Very cool. Unfinished tracks. Drums are especially a placeholder. Once Bampton's presence in the Neo battle becomes solidified, I realised the original track wouldn't fit anymore. So I tried to work in some more sinister and creepy feelings. That idea became this. The two tracks are nearly identical, but the newer version has different drums and more elements of Spamton's theme in the intro. It's also even more unfinished. Spamton's Battle Forgotten. Okay, let's read. Apparently, this is the first concept I came up for Spamton's battle theme. To be honest, I have absolutely no memory of this. When I found it in my files, I was quite surprised. Maybe Spamton made it himself. Never know. By the way, originally I was planning to have Spamton's intro song, Hey Every, also be a shop theme. It was planned that it would slowly drop in pitch the longer he stayed in the shop until it was unrecognisable, but that ultimately did not match the tone of the dialogue, so I ended up using dial tone for that. It's pretty interesting. I'm glad he did, though. God Queen Old. The song that plays when Giga Queen first appears is actually a slowed down version of the original battle song I'd created for her. Though the instrument's a placeholder, I actually think this song isn't half bad. Just it didn't really sound much like a boxing match. After I created the Thrash Machine power-up sequence beforehand, I decided to make a song based on that. Castletown Unfinished. Again, if you want to listen to the full versions of these, just search in Google for Deltarune Unused and you'll find the website. Otherwise, the link will be in my video description bio. Originally, I wanted the castle town to sound very upbeat. Something about it reminded me of like that one Gaiodo song. The melody of the initial parts ended up being a bit too repetitive for me. I really liked how the song sounds from 045. The song is completely finished past 127. Rules battle. Nice. Okay. I actually showed this one before. The truth is that I made it chapter 2 and not chapter 1. The song was way too serious though, so I had to make a goofier battle theme later. Queen Battle Original. I think this is my favourite of the unfinished tracks. At least it's the one I listened to the most when I was working on the game. Back when Queen looked more intimidating, I wanted to use this as her boss theme. Personally, I still really like it, and I even wanted to try to use it for Birdley's battle instead. The issue was that it just didn't match either of the theme melodies I had already created for those characters. Bizarrely, I seem to have made this after already making her theme song, as an early version of her theme song is inside of the project file. 130 onward, piano only, is totally unfinished. Okay, that's all the music. Let's go back. Okay, conclusion. Thank you very much to everyone still reading these letters. These letters are happy to still be read. Are you happy reading them? Here's the letter. It's not this letter, but you can still read it. But did it make you happy to read it? See you this year and next year. Bye-bye. We have a little cake with one lone candle on it. Well, a piece of cake. Letter, eh? I wonder if it's our favourite WD cast. So that'd be interesting. Let's have a read. Okay, let's see. My best friend's favourite number is 9. It's because there isn't a number that's higher. 9, 99, 999, 9,999. If everything gets high enough, you become invincible. Nothing can hurt you anymore. Nothing can hurt anyone anymore. But isn't it scary to think that there's a highest number? That if you made 99 good memories, you couldn't hold anymore. So I don't like to keep count of the flowers we pick or the times that they laugh or how many scary faces they make. I just hope we'll be friends for 999 more years. Oh, this is really sad. It's obviously Asriel / Flowey writing this, talking about Chara. That's interesting. So the reason they like 9 is 9's a high number. And if it's a higher number, that makes you powerful and nothing can hurt you. Oh, poor thing. I wonder who hurt them. It's sad because we know they definitely didn't get to stay friends for another 999 more years. No, their life was cut short, unfortunately. Well, that's sad, but it's interesting. Okay, let's go back. So that's the end of the newsletter, guys. Hope you've enjoyed going through this with me. I've enjoyed going through it. It's quite fun listening to that music and looking at the concept art. In terms of lore or anything like that, I really don't know what we can glean from it. But I'm hoping it means that chapters 3 and 4 are not too far away. Considering that Toby literally said he's done everything he can and all that's really left is the translation, which isn't done by him, it's done by another company. You would think the game isn't too far away. I'd like to hope that we're beginning of this year. I mean, the sooner the better, but I don't know how long it takes to translate a game. I think at least a couple of months. So this year might be a little bit too soon, but maybe next year we'll finally get our hands on the game. God, I so can't wait. The internet's going to blow up so crazy. Oh man, there's going to be a gazillion videos and I can't wait. I'm so going to be there for it. Anyway, that's the end of the video, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this little look at the newsletter. If you've enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, because the majority of people who watch my videos are not actually subscribed. Those little things mean a lot.
Hey, listen!
But you can see me in the next one. I love you all, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.